you'll understand a lot of times when we're doing these videos, they are literally off the cuff. Doing them so you know they're not like really prepared in the sense. I'm just speaking with you as I'd speak to you if I was dealing with you one-on-one. So when we're going back to the video from previous that talked about all in Luke 14:33, Jesus, again involved in a civil society, was talking to people caught in the illusion of Satan's satanic world that the Caesars operated at the time. And of course, the Caesars had to operate in an illusion. So they gave you an illusionary name. We call it a fiction, a fictio. And then they got you to believe it was yours, even though it was really the property of the state, the legal state. And therefore, the only way to hold you liable for operation in that legal society, by you believing that it was your body corporate name, then you would basically be part of the dead speaking. Corp, which means dead body, corpse, or corp, and then oration, meaning speak, to speak. So dead body speaking. Without the dead body speaking, there was no way to make something live that was dead. And so the world of the pagans believed in the dead, living on, in perpetuity after death. The Hebrews never believed in that. Death was death until only God could resurrect you into the millennial kingdom, and therefore the resurrection of the righteous and the unrighteous. This pagan concept of believing in the afterlife was not supported by Scripture in the sense the way the pagans were basically putting it out there. So it's amazing how many Christians have a very, very false concept of what really the Bible speaks, because they don't read it and therefore they don't comprehend it, and then they're out there speaking about it, which is, you know, so annoying for at least me at my position right now, trying to expose truth, not dealing with energizing fiction. So when we deal with the word all, Jesus was dealing with the Roman concept of a legal collective. That's why legal means to collect. The concept dating back not only to the Romans, but back to China. And so therefore, what did he mean when he was telling the people at that time to forsake or relinquish or renounce or abandon all that they had? Because everything they had was an illusion. They were deluding themselves into believing they actually had fictitious ownership of property with a legal title that was not theirs, only involved in a consent to join into someone else's delusionary sandbox, really run by Satan, who operates the lie, the fiction. So when we look at the legal definition of all, we're going to go to Black's Law, 4th edition, and it says, all means the whole, okay, used with a singular noun or pronoun referring to an amount, quantity, extent, duration, quality, or degree. Then it says, all refers rather to the aggregate, which means the collective, under which the individuals, individual defined, actually 7th definition in the Canadian Law Dictionary, meaning not a member of a family in the Roman legal sense. Okay, so it says, all refers rather to the aggregate under which the individuals, not a member of a family, Roman family, are subsumed then to the individual themselves. So you're no longer the individual, you're just subsumed into the collective. One of our next videos that we'll be dealing with, probably 2 away, we'll be dealing with that in a full explanation. So all is when you're subsumed into the legal collective. It's not what you were before. You've now considered yourself to be one and the same with a collective legal understanding of title. So you no longer have, that's why private goes down the toilet in public understanding, because the public interest comes above anybody's private interest. So you give up all private when you enter the public. These are things that need to hit home, or you're not going to get out of this. You're just going to be consenting to be dumb, and we know what a dummy is in the legal context. It's one who holds legal title for another. One is an individual, not a member of a family, who consents to hold legal title to be a member of the collective so he can become a debtor instead of under Christ as the creditor.